Hey everybody, it's Marjean, and I'm going to do something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. In my spiritual toolbox and in my personal growth toolbox, I have a bunch of different oracle cards, and I use them in my own life to just kind of solidify energies, get more insight either into myself or what's going on around me or what's happening just in general for the collective. So I have decided I am going to start doing these oracle, not necessarily readings, but oracle communications. Let's call them communications. So I have a bunch of different decks that I use, ranging from the Work Your Light deck to the Sacred Animals deck to Sacred Geometries, Earth Magic, the Pegasus Oracle. I'll show you all of these, and I'll put up a picture of everything that I have that I use. Nature's Whispers, because sometimes we can't always get out to nature, or we can't always connect in with animals or the sacred geometry, things like that. So that's what I use in my daily, in my practice, in my daily life to get answers that I may need. So today, the first deck I'm actually going to use, since I'm born in the year of the dragon, and I have a very, very, very high fondness to dragons, and I see them quite often in whether it's a rock formation or a cloud formation or some sort of otherworldly connection, let's just say. So I'm going to use the dragon deck today, and I'm going to do a pretty simple read here, or communication. There's lots of different spreads that you can use with every single oracle deck that you use, and each one will have, like the dragon deck, that has a book and a guide that comes with it, and it tells you and gives you guidance as to how you can utilize them and work with them. So we are just going to pull 3 cards, do a 3-card spread, and see what we need to know. And the general question is, what do we need to know? And in the 3 cards, you're going to have the past, the present, and then the outcome, the likely outcome for the future. So I am not a fortune teller. I don't, claim to be, but I am an empath and an intuitive, and I really, really enjoy working with energies in this way. So we're going to see what the dragons have to say, because the dragons are very, very important energetically in the world right now. No matter what your beliefs are, there are energies that are in play that, hey, just like electricity, you can't always see it. Sometimes you can see it, but we don't see electricity, but we know it still exists, right? Because our lights turn on, and our television turns on, and our phones get charged. So energy is there, whether we see it or not. And some of you may be feelers. You may feel the energy around you. You may see different things around you, and you may hear different things around you. Those are all ways in which you may perceive and receive energy. So here we go. Let's get into this. Okay, so there are going to be a number of different ways in which you can get into your spread, or how you're going to choose cards. What I like to do is, when I get a new deck, I actually take it, I go through every single card, I put my energy into it, and then I will hold it to my heart so that my heart energy is infused into the cards. So that's how I do it. And then I like to kind of just shuffle the cards like this to see what's going to pop out, and to see, what's the message going to be. So when I was shuffling earlier, this card popped out for me. So you can see it's the Air and Fire Dragon, and it says expand your creative energies. So that's what I'm doing in this moment, is I'm expanding my creative energies. So in the book, it's going to also have a description of what the energies are of the card. This one says harness your creativity Excitement and enthusiasm communicate your passion. So that's for me. That's air and fire dragon. So that's what I'm doing is creating this new endeavor of going through and actually being creative in my putting out these videos. Okay, so that's the fire and air dragon. Air and fire dragon. So one of the things that the book says is notice what you see inside the card. What do you see? Do you see, what colors do you see? What images do you see? Just kind of take your time to look and see what you actually see within the card for yourself. You don't have to go to the book as a description. You can see that there's a lot of fire here. The colors are really vibrant. It's like all down the chest for me, all down the chest of the dragon are those colors of red and orange and yellow. And to me, that just signifies fire, like burning, like passion, like all down the front of the dragon. And then there's the wings to me symbolize they're cool. They're going to carry that passion high up into, the ethers and down into the land. There's a volcano that's erupting, and which signifies to me like new creative ideas. They're on fire. They're hot. They're burning. They're about to come to fruition. They're exploding out of the depths of where passion actually sparks from. And then there are those little sparks coming down from the sky, from the volcano actually erupting. Okay, so that was for me. Now, let's get into the cards for the collective. So I am just going to shuffle and see where we end up as far as what we need to know about the past, the present, and the future. So here we go. Let's see, what do we need to know for the past, the present, and the future? Okay, here's the first one. For the past, now for the present. Oh, this one tried to come out, so we're gonna pull that one. And then for the future. What dragon is going to bestow their energy upon us? And sometimes it may take a couple of shuffles through the deck in order to get to the one that wants to shine their light and their message. Oh, that one was doing something interesting. So, okay, so here we go. Here are the 3 dragons for our message. So the first dragon that you'll see over here in the past is the silver dragon. So that silver dragon from the past says, illuminate your potential with higher light. So if you look inside the imagery of the actual card, what do you see? And I'm just going to have you just sit with that for a minute. Because as these cards are, even though I'm pulling them for the collective, they're all going to have a different meaning for you. So in the past, what message that this silver dragon shows up can you relate to your life? Maybe you needed an extra spark of, lighting your higher light for your potential. Maybe you did that. Maybe it's something that is even farther in the past that you didn't realize, oh my gosh, that was what that was. That's really lit my passion on fire, okay? Or your potential on fire with your higher light. So that's the silver dragon. And I'll take pictures of these as well and pop them in with the video so that you have a picture of each and every one of them. So that's the past. That card's sitting in the past. And now we have the present. the present of the earth and air dragon. The earth and air dragon. So this represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. What are you experiencing right now? What do you see in the imagery? How does this pertain to your life? The message on the bottom of the card is stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. So how can you take that message into your life right now? What do you need to do to stay balanced? What do you need to do to ground your visions? And what do you need to do to manifest your hopes and your dreams? This card is all about balance. So you can see the dragon is balanced between the earth and the air. There's air bubbles floating all around its head, all around its body, but it is grounded and centered in that earth element, hanging onto that tree. So that's the card for the present. And then we're going to look to the third card, which is the most likely outcome, or the energy that's present for the outcome, which is the water dragon. And I love the water dragons. I love the water because water is about flow. If you look at any source of water, unless it's a stagnant, pond or something, and even then there's movement in it, because if there are fish or if there's, something living in the water, then that water is going to have movement. So here you go. The water dragon helps you flow easily around obstacles. So Christ, light, and love are flowing. Develop your psychic abilities. Go with the flow. So here is the probable outcome for the future. It's like, how do you need to be more like water? What do you see in the imagery of this card? What do you notice is present? Absolutely beautiful. So I'd love to hear your comments about how these dragons are showing up in your life, how they may have this message of the silver dragon may have shown up for you, the earth and air dragon in the present moment, and the water dragon in the probable outcome in the future. So that is it for our first reading. Thank you so much for tuning in.